Hello friends, today we are going to create a tornado using N particles and Maya fluids. So our output is going to be something like this. You can see. So let's start now. So first we will for the basic shape of our tornado we'll create N particles. For that we'll create an emitter, cylindrical emitter. Just scale it a bit, give it this kind of a shape. Move it up in Y because our tornado is going to start from the top. For the settings, you want a volume emitter and the particle rate for the beginning will be 100. Direction we want Y and speed random is okay. Away from axis we want to change these settings. These are pre-tested settings, so you can play with it to make the look of your. Yeah, I want to increase my timeline. Nice. Yeah, this will do. So now to concentrate particles on a point, we'll create a volume axis field. Select the particles, go to field, volume axis. We'll create a spherical axis field to cover it. We need a little bit higher magnitude. Attenuation is okay. Can change these settings. We want the direction to be Y, and we can add a bit of directional speed 0.01, and here we have our tornado. You can see these are bouncing up and concentrating in the viewport. This is coming down pretty straight, so what we can do, we can add a bit of turbulence and 0.1, and the turbulence speed also 0.1. So let us see what we get now. Yeah, this is more like it. Now we will change the life of our particles. We want it random range 5 and 2 will do. So particle won't live forever. Yeah, this is acceptable for now. You can see the shape of our tornado. You can increase the turbulence or speed of the turbulence as per your likeness. Now we will create a fluid emitter for this because we want to render it in fluid, so we'll create a 3D container. We will change its dimensions to fit in and make it 60. Move it up 30 and 30. We can increase the height to 100. Okay, guess 40, and I think this will do. Yeah, we want a little bit of room here for the fluids to rise up. For boundary, we don't want boundaries in X or Z. We want boundary in negative Y. Negative Y is below grid. We don't want the fluids to go below the grid. For a more believable output, you can add a ground plane for the particles to bounce back. So now if we play it, we get nothing. For obviously we are not emitting still. So select particles, fluid, emit from object. Now we are emitting from the object. You can see. Yeah, this is not that convincing. We'll change the settings. Uh, Main setting which affect the quality of the fluid is this base resolution. We'll increase it to 50 for now, and you can see the difference yourself. The fluid is more tighter and well defined now. We'll change some other settings in our fluid. Go to fluid emitter and check motion streak on. Rest is default. It's good. The fluid shape we want to change. You can use auto resize if you want. You can click on auto resize and it will resize it to the emitter. You want to change the content details and mainly density. Density is okay. We'll change the buoyancy to let's say 2, dissipation to 0.5 and diffusion to 0.02. You can increase the noise or tension if you want, and we'll change the velocity noise to uh, 0.05, and swirl we can increase it to 25. Let's see what we get now. It will take a bit to simulate. You can see it's too light, but we are getting somewhere. This is a pretty acceptable look, if you can see. So ultimately we are going to increase the number of particles. So density 0.5 will do. We'll increase the particles later. So now we'll go into the shading part. Shading, let us just simulate it a bit, because when you change the shading and color part, you can see it in the viewport. So let the fluid come down a bit. Okay, now we will play with the transparency. Think this will do. And color, if you want it brown color, you can give it a brown color, like so, for dust or something like that. But I like it to be black, it's easier to see. So I used to, you can use different colors. I use two colors, darker and one lighter. The smooth interpolation, and I want the input to be density. Where it is denser, it's dark. Gets less denser, it goes to little bit lighter of the color. Incandescent does the same thing. You can add the same map in it. See, for just for demonstration sake, if we change this to density and change the color, you can now see little orange color. If we remove this black, let's change it to say orange. You can see what we can get playing with the, if you are emitting temperature or heat, you can make a fiery tornado using this. But right now we don't want to use this, so we'll leave it to temperature only. And we have added, we'll make this black color. Opacity, you can change the look and feel of your tornado by adding a opacity map. I think this will work. So this is good for now. For final renders you can increase the shading quality to 2 or 3. So let's first increase the number of particles. Make it 500. Let us simulate and let's see what we get. We are getting a pretty dense cloud here. Can change the opacity. But I think this is good. We can change the opacity a bit, I guess. Hmm. Okay, and we can change the transparency as well to get the look and feel. Okay, I think this will work. Now what we can do for the final render, we will increase the particle emission rate a bit more. Now you can go to the lighting part and enable cell shadow. You can see the difference yourself. Turn off real lights and we can change the direction of the light. So we can change the color. It's too dark for now, and make it a little lighter just to see it better. You can change it to any color you want. So yeah, we can change the direction of the light. I hope you can see the differences here. Now if we simulate it, it's quite nice. You can increase the size of your fluid container, and you can even play with the content details. Density, of course. Binds is good. You can change the dissipation to zero point 0.2, diffusion to zero point 0.1. Let's see what difference this make. It will take a bit of a time to simulate. Yeah, this is nice. Once you increase the resolution of the fluid, you will get a better and tighter result. And you can play with the settings. Now like bounding box is blocking it, so we can increase the X value to say 70 and the Z to 70 as well. Now if we simulate, it will take a bit of a time. So this will be it. You can just play with the settings and get the look you want, and rest is up to you. If you want any detailed descriptions of any of the options or anything else, you can request it on my page, and link is in the description below. Thanks for watching.